Hello and welcome to the fourth video in this course. I'm grateful for you being here today. We're going to dive into meditation and its help for your fertility journey, along with breath work for stress reduction and yoga for fertility. We're also going to be talking about the mindfulness routine for fertility. I'd love to see you guys on my socials if you're not already there. I have exclusive content for you. And also, please share the course and lead the world's transition to a fertile future with me. Warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. I'd love for you to be a part of it. Watch the entire video. Don't skip it. Don't fast forward. And you can always just watch this on 1.5 or 2 speed. Let's talk about mindfulness and reproductive health. So we've talked about in the last couple videos what it is to be mindful, what it is to be present, what it is to be open and curious and non-judgment. So in the context of reproductive health, mindfulness can help manage stress and promote a positive mindset. Fertility can bring on challenges that create emotional strain, and here, with mindfulness, we're better able to navigate the ups and downs. By cultivating this practice as a place of being, always, you're going to reduce anxiety. When we're in this present moment, we can't have anxiety. Anxiety is being in the future. When we're in this present moment, we can't experience depression because we're in this present moment. And that all helps to improve your emotional resilience. So research has shown that chronic stress can disrupt the hormone levels, impacting your ovulation, sperm production, and your reproductive health. When stress levels are high, the body responds to cortisol and adrenaline, which interfere with the reproductive hormones and reduces the chance of conception. This is why when we first started about talking about this mind-body connection in video 1, we talked about how it actually has a physiological response to the body. And it's not just a breathwork session. It actually has a ton of value for you to drop into this space. The mind-body connection is deeply connected. So if we're feeling stress, anxiety, unresolved emotional issues, then it puts our body into that fight or flight response. And our body has to prioritize which functions are necessary for survival, immediate survival. So our digestive system isn't immediate survival. Our reproductive system is not immediate survival. So remember how I talked to you about surviving versus thriving? We want to be beyond survival. That fight or flight is just like survive, right? But when we're in this rest and digest, when we're in this parasympathetic nervous system, then we're in more of a state where we can thrive. So addressing the emotional aspects involves the mindfulness, and it can help you support this system. So a calm and receptive state is essential for optimal reproductive health. In a calm state, the body is more likely to operate with its natural rhythm, support regular ovulation and healthy hormone production, and optimal blood flow to the reproductive organs. Mindfulness practices encourages a calm state, and it helps individuals shift away from stress and foster an inner environment that aligns with fertility. By cultivating relaxation, you actually enhance your resilience in the face of fertility challenges and approach a journey with patience and acceptance. There was a time in my trying to conceive with my second child where I started to believe the story, because I looked it up, why I did not get pregnant when I just tried for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and I ended up thinking, oh my gosh, I'm infertile. And I started to feed myself that story. Why am I not getting pregnant? Why am I not getting pregnant? I was so hyper-focused on this. And it wasn't until I actually stopped the tracking, I stopped the obtrusive thoughts about like something being wrong with me, and I just didn't care about it for a weekend. And this time my husband had asked for me to do have some THC or a gummy or something. And I was like, I've never done this before. And interesting enough, I actually fully let go of the control aspect of like why all the thoughts, all the mind chatter about not getting pregnant. And I didn't even know at the time that I was ovulating. But my body was finally not under this great level of stress. And later, after this experience, I ended up finding out 2 weeks later that I was pregnant, 2.5, 3 weeks, whatever. And I was so confused because I didn't think that my fertile window was for another 4 or 5 days. And so the time of conception was actually in this time of like fully releasing, not being in a state of stress. And I have heard a lot of stories from different women when they allowed themselves to fully like release, not care, not stress about it, that they'll get pregnant. And there's like different old wives' tales of like, don't stress about it and it'll just happen. It's really hard to just hear that and take it as word, take it and try to apply it. But the more you hear it, the more you practice it with different techniques, you can actually lean in and allow your body to feel safe. Remember those tapping techniques. I'm safe in my body. My baby is coming. My body knows when the right time is. And like just any of the mantras to remind you that it's coming. It's here for you. It's here for you now. It's here for you in the right time. And your body is healthy. You are healthy. And adjusting that mindset. Because I know personally for me, I just kept going, well, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why didn't it happen? And so instead, it's reframing those thoughts we talked about, reframing of going, my body knows exactly what it's doing. This month, I have another opportunity to try again. I have another opportunity to try out new practices. I have an opportunity to learn more about my health, more about enhancing my fertility, and just reframing how we're thinking about these topics. So when we integrate these practices, mindfulness, meditation, breath work, gentle movement, it's this holistic approach to handling your reproductive health. Meditation helps quiet the mind, reduces anxiety, and creates a mental space for a positive outlook. Breathwork calms the nervous system and helps regulate the hormones and counteract stress and induce stress hormones. Gentle movement like fertility-focused yoga promotes circulation to the reproductive organs, reduces physical pain, and promotes an avenue for you to connect with your body. Together, these practices support the physical, emotional, and mental well-being and build a foundation that nurtures your reproductive health. Beyond the physical benefits, mindfulness creates a nurturing environment that is supportive for conception. For many, the fertility journey can bring on uncertainty and fear and self-doubt. When you're practicing mindfulness, you can observe your thoughts without judgment, reduce the impact of your negative emotions, and allow you to develop self-compassion and resilience and a sense of self-control over your emotional landscape. When you create this emotional supportive environment through mindfulness, it's not just beneficial for your fertility, but it's all aspects of your life. Your ability to handle setbacks, cultivate hope, and maintain this mental clarity and foster balance and peace. So we just need to actually get out of the mind. Get out of our mind and into our body. Get out of our mind of worry and stress and fear and back into our body. Just knowing that we're safe here, we're actually here. This is the only place we are, is right here in this moment. This is the only place we're here. This is the only thing that actually exists is right now, in this moment, together. And so letting go of all those other thoughts, concerns, and worries, and allowing yourself just to feel safe in this moment and just to remind yourself, I'm safe, I'm healthy, I'm well, and repeating this mantra and allowing yourself to be in the presence. My story of how I ended up conceiving my second child was not me telling you that you need to try out THC or gummies. It's just a story of me sharing with you how when I finally let go of my time frame, of my expectation, and of my stress around getting pregnant when I wanted to, it happened. And so allowing ourselves just to be in the present moment, to nurture our bodies, to still do the things that are going to help your fertility, right? Still do the things where you're taking care of your nutrition. Still do the things where you're taking care of your exercise, your body, your mind. And then allow you to be in that place of rest more often. Allow you to be in that place of surrender and trust. Meditation for fertility. Meditation is wonderful because it helps calm the nervous system and it helps manage that fight or flight response. And you down regulate into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. And this shift reduces cortisol and other stress hormones, which can disrupt the hormonal balance. So regular meditation practices allows for more stable and regulated hormone levels. A peaceful and receptive mindset is essential for your fertility journey. And this helps cultivate that emotional resilience and manage your anxiety and your stress and help bring in more positive possibilities. So, by nurturing this calm sense and presence, meditation creates this mental space for hope and optimism and reinforces a sense of readiness and receptivity to conception. So, there are different types of fertility focused meditation practices you can try out, including guided visualizations. And this is when you're going to visualize your body as being receptive to supporting new life. So, you're going to actually close your eyes and you're going to envision your reproductive system as being healthy, receptive, calming, safe environment. So just do that. Close your eyes, put your hand right on your womb space. Actually do that. And imagine this womb. When I imagine my womb, I imagine this big heart, like a big red heart. And just experience the feelings of open, safe, calm, healthy into your womb space. Take a breath there and let it out. Something as simple as that, a guided meditation, imagining your womb, pulling in the feelings you want to feel, and allowing yourself to connect with your womb. Guided imagery promotes a sense of hope, openness, and positive energy. These are, you can imagine anything that connects with you, really. So if you want to imagine planting a seed, maybe you're like a biological person. You want to think of like how the sperm is going to swim and meet the egg. And then you want to think about the whole process. That was helpful for me because I really wanted to understand all the aspects of conception. But maybe that doesn't resonate with you and you want to imagine a seed being planted in soil. And you can imagine as you continue to water it, and you're going to water it with your emotional needs getting met, with yourself taking care of yourself through visualization, breath work, giving yourself the nutrients that you need, giving yourself adequate rest, having open communication with your partner, all these aspects, right? You're actually pouring in to your fertility. You're actually increasing your fertility. And so imagine that seed that's being planted starts to sprout. And then imagine that sprout producing fruit. And imagine this fruit being your pregnancy and then coming, like, however you see this, any visualization that really resonates with you. And allowing yourself to visualize and connect with something that actually supports this feeling to stay and last. So what we want to do is not just have the vision, we want to cultivate the feeling of hope, the feeling of love, the feeling of excitement. Bringing in the feeling to attach it with the visual is going to help make it be more part of your reality. It's actually helping that. Practicing present moment awareness can also help with reducing anxiety. And present moment awareness is just being aware of what's happening right now. So pulling in your senses. 5 things I'm seeing, 4 things I'm hearing, 3 things I'm smelling, 2 things I'm touching, 1 thing I'm tasting. Like literally going through this exercise, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, being really present in this moment. Techniques for remaining grounded and calm and connected to your body is breath work. This is where you're just going to slow down, feel the belly rise, feel the belly fall. You're anchoring into this moment. Pay attention to that sensation in your body on the ground, on the earth. Literally, I love doing this on the earth, removing my shoes, putting my feet on the ground. Helps with grounding your energy and feeling safe and trusted and supported. Loving kindness meditation. This is sending compassion and positive intentions towards yourself and your body. So this is known as metta, and it involves just sending goodwill for yourself and for others. This can allow yourself to feel supported and release any of the blame or frustration that can arise. So what I think is so beautiful is to actually do a body scan with self-love and compassion. So, we're used to kind of like this world of like body shaming and talking about how we're wrong or bad. I don't know, maybe it was just me where I was like, okay, well, this isn't perfect. This isn't exactly how I want this area to look like. But when we slow down and we scan through our body and you experience this love and kindness meditation, like give gratitude to each one of your little toes. Like you've got these 5 toes. And without all 5 toes, our body will lose balance. We literally would be walking completely different. Our gait would change. So I'm just grateful for all 5 toes. And I'm going to spread my awareness, my attention. I'm really grateful for my feet because I spend a lot of time walking on my feet. I do a lot of things on my feet, hiking, cycling, biking, running, swimming. A lot of things involve my feet. And so sending love into this area, sliding up my body, going through each of my body parts. And then make sure you spend extra time and attention at your womb, holding your womb, nourishing it, just saying, I'm so grateful to be a woman. I am really grateful to be a woman. And if you have this birth imprinting from the past of like that it's shameful to be a woman, it's bad to be a woman, it's less than to be a woman, I'm not safe as a woman, based on your previous experiences or based on the experiences of your mother or your grandmother, this could play a role, but you have an opportunity to clear it and cleanse it. Techniques for cultivating compassion and an inner dialogue to reduce self-blame and fear. In this meta meditation, you can say, may I be healthy? May I find peace? May I be open to new possibilities? This dialogue allows you to counter self-negative talk and allow you place acceptance. So just imagine yourself being in the vibration, feeling the emotions you want to feel, and sending yourself all the love and compassion. You're giving yourself that best friend love, right? Like you are giving yourself your best friend love. How would you take care of your lover? Do that same thing for yourself. So tips to actually incorporate this into your everyday life is setting a clear intention for the meditation practice. So when I first started yoga and meditation, I was like, I just don't want to go crazy because I was so used to doing that it was really hard for me to be still. So I didn't want to fall asleep. I was like, I'm going to try to stay awake and I'm going to try to just do this for the 3 minutes that's set on my alarm. And then after I do it, I'm going to carry on. And so for me, it was really basic because I was starting at this like far end of like not having any experience with it. And now my meditation, my intention may be like, I want to connect with myself, or I want to hear areas of my voice of like where I'm neglecting myself or where I could see an area of improvement. So you can ask a question. You're just being curious to connect with your body and wait for the messages that come through, because there will be messages that come through. A dedicated space to practice, comfortable seating, calm sense can all make this experience more fun, more inviting. And this space allows you to kind of drop in right away. So when we cultivate a space with sense, bringing in our sense, right? Because that actually helps like make the memories more solid. You may always play this song like violin or piano, or always smell lavender before you go into the space, or have your cozy setup, your dim lighting. You're like literally creating the scene so your body can drop into that space so much faster, having it know that it's a safe place. Start with just 5 to 10 minutes a day. This is easy, it's manageable, and the short sessions allow you to build consistency without feeling overwhelmed. And over time, as you become more comfortable, it can extend. But even a few minutes every day can make a difference in your well-being. All right, so let's do a sample guided meditation for your fertility. And so I'm going to walk you through this. If you want, find that cozy seat, maybe turn off your lights so you can have that environment. If you have an essential oil, I like to use lavender, it's really relaxing, then you can even put that on yourself right now. Allow yourself to make a little scent tent, make this, smell it, and like allow yourself to have this positive association with this experience. So begin by finding a comfortable seated position and gently close your eyes. Take a few breaths and allow your shoulders to relax and your mind to settle. So focus on your inhale. Imagine that you're breathing in soft, warm light. Feel this light fill your body, bringing in warmth and relaxation. With this exhale, let go of the stress or the tension and release it with ease, sending it into the earth with love, sending it to the ether with love. With this next breath, visualize this warm and gentle light gathering in the area of your heart, filling you with a sense of calm and openness. Imagine this light begins to spread over your abdomen, enveloping into your reproductive organs in warmth and peace and positivity. And then repeat silently to yourself or out loud, I am open to receive. With your next exhale, my body is ready to support new life. I allow you, or I ask you, to invite the feeling of calm into your body. With the next breath, breathe in excitement. Experience it on a cellular level in your body. On the exhale, release any worry or fear, even if you want to name it on the exhale. On the inhale, breathing in what you would feel to be pregnant. What's your initial response? Is it excitement? Feel it. Feel the emotion. Is it love? On the exhale, release any stuck or staleness. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring the sense of peace and readiness as you move forward. So these moments, even journaling after, just writing about how you feel in that brief couple minutes that we just did together, it's so simple and it's so imperative. It leaves a mark in your heart. It opens these energetic channels to be open to receiving this, to be connected to one, to all, to you, yourself, your being, your future child. It's a part of all of it. All right, so some breath work for stress reduction. Chronic stress, we know, affects your hormonal systems. So breath work is a way to actually restore this and to drop from that parasympathetic to the sympathetic. And breath work can help switching into that system. It also helps reduce the stress hormones. This is a relaxation response, helps balance the hormonal environment, and aids in aligning with the body systems with the natural rhythms required for your fertility. Regular breath work not only reduces stress, but also improves your resilience. And think about how we talked about breath work for the emotional regulation and trauma. Sometimes when we go into breath work sessions, we can actually see or re-experience those moments of trauma that were kind of buried deep in our subconscious. So you can use it to just find this calm. You can also use it to pull up, if you want to, you can ask for it, pull up any stuck emotions. And so it's a really wonderful opportunity for you. So let's try the box breathing first. And this is like, I kind of imagine a square. And so there's different kinds of apps you can use for different breathing, by the way, too, that actually show this as a square. But you're going to go along each 4 sides of the square. So the inhale is a 4 count. The exhale, or holding at the top, is a 4 count. Exhale for 4 and across for 4. So you're just going to kind of go through those 4 parts of our breath, holding at the top and holding at the bottom. So you're going to sit comfortably upright. And you're going to inhale deeply through the nose. Feel your diaphragm rise. So inhale, count to 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. So this is an example. Even doing 2 minutes at a time, box breathing, can reset the body and the mind. Diaphragmatic breathing, we did talk about this in the previous slide, but just as a reminder, this is when we're really going to breathe into the belly. So I don't want to just feel this chesty breath. I want to feel the belly expand, the belly pull in. So if you know lizards well, or if you imagine watching babies when they breathe, they actually naturally breathe correctly, where you feel that you can see their belly expand with the breath. And with stress, we start to not do that. We start to cut that off. So place a hand on your chest so you can feel the lungs, and you can feel your hand on your belly so you can feel your diaphragm. So feel your breath, your belly rise. Then you're going to feel maybe even slightly a chest. As you get this full breath, you're going to feel it rise through your hand on your heart. And then exhale through your mouth. Feel the abdomen fall. And then repeat this. So I think of like belly rise, chest rise, belly fall, chest fall. Like I think of it as this wave. Alternate nostril breathing. This is used in yoga, and this is a traditional yogic breathing technique that helps balancing the energy system and release the physical and emotional tension. So by focusing on the alternating breaths through each nostril, this technique promotes mental clarity and relaxation. So you're going to sit upright. Of course, your right thumb, I'm like thinking of, okay, and use your right thumb to close your right nostril. And inhale through your left nostril. Then close your left nostril with your right finger and release your nostril and exhale through the right. Then inhale through the right nostril. Close it with the right thumb. Release, exhale through the left nostril and exhale through the left. Continue this pattern. So it's a breath in, switch fingers, release, inhale up, exhale opposite side. Switching sides. Okay, so integrating breath work into your daily routine enhances its benefits for managing your stress and helping your fertility. Practicing this in the morning can set the calm tone for the day, and it also helps really well for nighttime, prepare the body for sleep. Breath work also can be used in times of stress. So if you're going to a fertility appointment or you just got information that you didn't want to hear, just taking a moment, maybe you're going to do your alternate nose breathing. If you don't want to do that one in public, you can just do your diaphragm breathing. Put your hand on your heart and your belly. Or when you're driving in your car, you're stuck in traffic and you know it's a really triggering situation for you to be stressed and sitting in traffic, practice your box breathing. Multiple options. Breath work is effective when it's combined with mindfulness practices. So if you're doing it in addition to meditation or yoga, all this can help build that strong foundation and even lock in this connection to yourself and support through journaling. And all of this is part of like your basically, I think of it like a tool basket of all these things that are going to help you emotionally regulate yourself. Some guided breathwork exercises for stress reduction and fertility. So this guided breathwork session is designed to help calm your body and promote relaxation for fertility. So we're going to go through this to help you relax your stress. All right, so find a comfortable seated position, sit upright, shoulders are relaxed. We're just going to close your eyes and take a deep breath through your nose. And then exhale slowly through your mouth. Start with a diaphragmatic breathing. So put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And breathe deeply. Feel your belly rise. And then feel the belly fall as you exhale. And once you're comfortable with this rhythm, transition to a box breathing. So inhale to count of 4. Hold the count for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold again for 4. As you breathe, visualize that each inhale brings in calm to your body, and your exhale releases the stress or tension. So inhale, calm, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale, stress, tension, stuck energy, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then repeat a few cycles of this. Yoga as it relates to fertility. Gentle yoga can help your fertility by enhancing circulation and reducing stress and promoting your hormonal balance. Yoga encourages relaxation and it lowers your cortisol levels, which is beneficial for your reproductive health. When you're doing yoga, there's an emphasis on your breath, your body, your spirit, and it helps to align yourself for this journey. Regular gentle movement releases physical tension in the body and actually boosts the connection to your brain and your body, which is all helpful for your holistic healing. By focusing on the movements, you become more attuned to your body and you can incorporate both the emotional and physical aspects to your well-being. So the emphasis of gentle and restorative poses can help with relaxation and blood flow. Fertility focused yoga is grounded in gentle, restorative poses that encourages blood flow to the pelvis and the lower abdomen, enhancing the circulation and reproductive organs. This gentle approach contrasts the more intense yoga practices, and it prioritizes relaxation and the body's natural rhythms. Avoid intense, vigorous movements that can stress the body. In fertility yoga, it's essential to avoid the intense movements that can elevate the stress levels or overstimulate the body. The focus is on gentle, restorative poses that you can foster the sense of rest and receptivity rather than strain, supporting optimal environment for conception. So there's a time at every point of your life and your journey where it may be a time to actually push yourself. But in terms of our fertility and supporting and reducing stress, it's a time to actually nurture ourselves with movement in a much more gentle way. It's much like the exercises that I ask and recommend you to do in that menstrual cycle. It's a chance to recharge yourself with gentle movement. So we're focusing on breath. We're still focusing on breathing. We're focusing on releasing stress and tension. We're focusing on breathing energy, breathing light, breathing healing down into our womb space, sending blood flow to our reproductive organs, sending blood flow down to the yoni, literally sending this energy of light and healing into this space. A gentle flow sequence. An example of a sequence that includes grounding and opening poses. This could be like mountain pose, a forward fold, gentle openers like cat and cow, low lunge, all helps give space in the pelvis and the lower abdomen. Flowing through the movement with slow and mindful breathing helps create this sense of unity between the mind and the body. So inhale as you move into the pose. Exhale as you release. It creates this rhythmic practice that calms the mind and it brings awareness to each of the body parts. Then we have restorative poses, and these are ones like child's pose or reclining bound angle or legs up the wall, where you're allowed to stretch your different areas of your body. So the lower back, the pelvis, opening up the hips encourages circulation. It also releases energetically guilt or shame. Legs up the wall is deeply relaxing. It can help reduce stress after a long day. Restorative poses naturally promote relaxation and allow the body to release tension. And it gives you a chance in our restorative poses to just simply focus on your breath. And this helps with supporting your hormonal balance and reduce stress. Pelvic floor and hip opening exercises. This helps because honestly, most of our emotion around stress and tension is held oftentimes in the shoulders and the neck for women and men too. And in the hips. Our hips holds a lot of the tension. So when we focus on this pelvic area and enhance our blood flow, simple things like our pelvic tilts, like feeling the pelvis, like it's this bucket of water, dumping it forward and rocking it back, it releases this tension and it can improve the blood flow and promote the sense of openness. Hip circles, feeling it open this way. Gentle stretches like butterfly pose or wide-legged forward fold helps promote this flexibility and openness. So, using and practicing yoga 3 or 4 times a week can allow yourself a chance to have the sense of calm and mindfulness, and scheduling it into your routine helps with consistency. So if you have an easeful morning, you're not just rushing off to work in the morning, or maybe you set your alarm that, okay, I'm going to wake up 10 minutes early and I'm going to do some gentle yoga poses. I'm going to do a restorative pose before I go about my day. And then allowing yourself that chance to carry in this energy of calm, openness, and promoting healing. You're taking care of yourself on another level. So 15 to 30 minutes are effective for alleviating stress and can fit into your busy schedule. So this guided sequence can be practiced daily to help promote relaxation for conception. You're going to start a few breaths in mountain pose. So you're standing here, your hands at your heart, grounding yourself and setting an intention for your practice. So maybe it's just to become more aware of your body. Move into a gentle forward fold, so you're hinging from your hips, reaching down to your ground, letting your upper body hang heavy to release the tension in your shoulders, your neck, your spine. And then from forward fold, you step your feet back and coming onto your knees, moving through cat-cow. So on all fours, you're just inhaling, heart space comes forward. You open up through the neck, the throat, and then on the exhale, when you come into cat pose, you push away from the ground, tuck the chin, round through the back, tuck the tail. This helps to warm up the spine. So going through a couple rounds of these, here's a modified version as I'm sitting in a chair where we're inhaling, coming up forward, exhaling, rounding, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone, feeling that stretch through the lower back, and it helps open up through the pelvis. And then from cat-cow, you can just step one leg forward, coming into a low lunge. So one leg's forward, one's on the ground. And you're just kind of breathe down into your hips. So just staying here in low lunge. I oftentimes like to kind of just like move maybe side to side and feel if there's any area that's specifically holding the tension in my body. And then when I find it, I'm just going to stay there and breathe. Sending the breath, releasing the tension, releasing the tightness, allowing my body to surrender deeper to the pose. And then transition to the other side, of course, in low lunge. So step the other leg back. And then you can bring the knees together and transition into child's pose. So you're just going to reach the arms out in front of you, tuck the head, tuck the chin around the back, and allow yourself to come into this resting child's pose, or I call it, it's like an egg, like you're just extended out and breathing deeply into your belly. Moving into a reclining bound angle pose, so allow the knees to fall open and feel the stretch through the hips and groin. So bound angle, we're coming into like butterfly legs. We're bringing the feet together. We allow the knees to fall apart, and you can just recline back. Bring one hand to your heart, bring one hand to your belly. Recline all the way back either onto a pillow or even laying all the way straight back onto the ground. And then finish with legs up the wall. So just put your legs up, encourage the relaxation. You're getting the blood flow flowing the opposite way. You can actually put your legs up the wall, or you can just lay on your back and extend your legs straight above you and just feel the change this way. So this is showing our little downward or our child's pose. All right, so creating a mindfulness routine for fertility. Mindfulness contributes to this emotional resilience, and it helps with your hormone balance. So meditation, breath work, gentle yoga, all of this helps. And actually taking mindfulness into every aspect of your being. So when we make our life more aware, when we become more aware of everything that we're doing, it's so easy to implement these techniques, everything we're doing. So right now, being mindfulness for me is like being present at where I'm at right now. When I'm washing the dishes, I'm paying attention to how the water sounds, how it feels, what it looks like as I'm washing the dishes. It doesn't have to just be sitting and listening to everything, the birds. It doesn't have to be just sitting and noticing my thoughts. It can be used to just recognize everything that you're doing every day and just being present with what's here in front of you right now. So some suggestions is combining it with breath work and yoga. So like I said, when we were doing like the yoga and I said step the leg back and feel into your body, feel the sensation as you gently rock. Is there an area of tension? You ask your body that. And you're bringing, instead of just being in a lunge and just sitting there like, okay, is this video almost done? Like, no, instead I'm actually just going to allow myself to feel in that moment. That is you practicing mindfulness with another one of these techniques. So when you're doing breath work, you're not just like, I'm going to breathe for 5 minutes. And you're watching the time and you're like, okay, after this, so I have the laundry to do, I have this. It's like, no. I'm going to physically, mentally, and emotionally be really present in this moment. And then start with 5 to 10 minutes of practice. This can help in making it attainable. One thing that I recommend doing to help make this more concrete of a practice of any mindful technique that you decide to do, whether it's just sitting and being mindful, whether it's doing it with breath work, whether any practice that you decide to do, is to journal about it. Because when we journal about it, we're making it concrete. Anytime we make it concrete with our experience, we're more likely to continue to do it. If I just did this for one day or 1 week and I fall off, then it's really hard to like be like, oh, I fell off again. I tried it, it didn't work. One of the reasons why we include it in the tracking journal is for you to have it become a habit where you're actually being accountable for remembering, oh yeah, before I go to bed, I am going to make sure I took my supplements, I did my exercise, I did my mindful breathing, I drank the water I was supposed to, and it's just a reminder as these practices may be all new to you. So in conclusion, mindfulness and fertility is so helpful in reducing anxiety and promoting a positive mindset. Breathwork techniques calm the nervous system and reduce the stress-induced hormonal disruptions. Gentle yoga can enhance the circulation and relaxation and support your hormone health. Emphasis on holistic impact is that being more mindful about our emotional body and the techniques and tools that we're going to use acknowledges that this isn't just a physical experience here. It's also mental. It's also emotional. And most of the time, the mental and emotional is leading us to some physical distrust. So I encourage you to start these practices with an open mind. You just stayed here in the last 40 minutes with me and practiced and had some experiences with the guided meditations and experienced some different breath work. And now just like write down the one that you like. Or I'd love for you in the community chat to say like, I like the box breathing. I like alternate nasal breathing. I've never done that before. I actually was able to clear out my senses when I did it. Share an experience, talk about it. Let's make it normal to admit how we're feeling and journal about it. And if you don't have a journal, go and get that now, because as you practice these techniques, combining them with documentation, self-reflection, all of that allows you to fall in love with this experience. And I invite you to continue to practice this on with yourself. Bring your partner along. Bring your spouse, your loved one, whoever who's ever on this journey and supporting you as your emotional backing, your emotional backbone. Have them practice this with you. And if not, that's okay. That's totally fine. You can still do all these practices with the community support, with us here on Roots and Fertility. We'd love to see you in the next course, our Roots Premium. We'd love to see you here. It's all good. We're all here to support each other and just share the light and the truth that you are fertile, you are healthy, you are well, you are healed, you are divine. And this is you taking control of your fertility by implementing new strategies to actually help yourself heal. I'm grateful for you being here. I'll see you in the next video, which is the last one in this mini course for you. And then I will see you hopefully over in my other course, Roots Premium, for more information on healing with a holistic mindset. Have a beautiful day. Aloha.